Hi guys, let's play a game. Guess my weight. So, by looking at me, can you guess how much I weigh? Oh, can you guess how much I weigh? Just by looking at me. Put it in the comments down below. Okay, and here are the results. A 107.4. This is actually funny because yesterday I weighed 108.5 something. So this shows a kilo less today. I haven't done anything special. So I'm thinking it's a water weight that goes back and forth. Yeah, but did you guess right? Let's see who got it right. I'm going to put it up here. Whoever hit the closest, right up here. Hi guys. So I wanted to get in here. The reason that we played that little game of guess my weight is because I kind of want to dispel what being obese looks like. From my weight there, which is 107.4, shows that I am actually morbidly obese. So I might not look it. I might not look like I am like flowing. I am a chubby girl, but I do not look morbidly obese. What we think is morbidly obese, but I am morbidly obese. I am morbidly obese. And I know that because I can feel it on my knees and in my feet. As you can see, I am a curvy girl who carries most of her weight around this part, right? Which means that all this weight is put on my poor knees and my poor feet. I am not heavy on top, so that means my spine does not help me carry any of this weight. So I have decided to make some changes. I am 38 years old. I should not be having problems with my knees at 38. I should be able to walk up a flight of stairs without without a lot of problem. I have a lot of trouble coming up. I live in an apartment complex on the 3rd story, which I'll say is a challenge. It is a challenge to go up the steps for me. And it's mainly because of my knees and my feet. But more than that, it is also a challenge to go down the stairs. I feel it in my knees mostly when I go down the stairs. So at 38, these are problems I should not be having. And I'm only having them because I am morbidly obese. So I have decided to do something about it. I am... because of where my weight is, and because of the nature of my knees and my feet, because of the fragility that I have in my knees and in my feet, and the problems that I have there, I am not able to do a lot of exercise. Again, we have established that my weight is around here, which means that it is very difficult for me to do, cardio exercises, and I can walk, but again, I feel like I need help in achieving that to a place where I can make it sustainable. And for those who are going to write down in the comment section that I should eat a plate of salad, go ahead, you eat the plate of salad, okay? And get off my comments section. But this is to say that the decision I've made is not one that has come easy. It's not a decision that I've made out on a limb. I have done a lot of research. I have talked to my doctors. I have looked at my history. I've looked at my family history. I do know that in my family there is a tendency and there's a history of hypertension and diabetes. So I do not want to get there. I know that yeah, I know that some of the people in my family, especially women in my family, started getting diabetes right about the age that I am in. No, sorry, hypertension, right about the same age that I'm in. They started experiencing symptoms of hypertension. I do not simply want to go down that route. So I am doing something, and I've decided to do something. So what I have decided, the tool I have decided to use, and again, I will go in and underline this and say that it is a tool. It is not a quick fix. I do not see it as a quick fix. It is a tool that I have decided to help me in this journey, in the journey to reset my eating habits, in the journey to build my temple up better. Okay, I have decided to get a gastric balloon. Yes, I have done a lot of research on it. And I know exactly which one I'm going to be getting, and why I'm going to be getting it, and it fits in with the plans that I have for the amount of weight I want to lose, but also with the kind of lifestyle that I have. So I have talked to the doctors, and we have come down to we've come down to the not idea, but we've come down to the conclusion that this is the best thing for me. I do not want to get a gastric sleeve or a gastric bypass. I do not want in any way, shape, or form to have something that is permanent done to me. I do realize that this is an option, and if that's an option for you, kindly go ahead and use it. I do not have any underlying diseases at yet. I do not have any underlying conditions that the Danish health system requires you to have for you to be eligible for a gastric sleeve or a gastric bypass. And that is why I'm choosing the gastric balloon. Because one, I do not want a permanent procedure. I do not want to go under the knife, and I want the fastest healing time frame as possible. I need to get back to work. I am a single mom of 2 kids. I've got a teenager and I've got a preteen. They keep me on my toes. I need to get back home on my feet as fast as possible. I do not have a lot of time to recuperate. So having done all that and taken all the factors in, the gastric balloon is going to be, or rather is my choice. There are 3 types of gastric balloons. There is one that can set in for 4 months. There's one that can set in for 6 months, and there's one that can sit in for 12 months. Now, the one for 4 months. What is a gastric balloon? A gastric balloon is simply a silicone balloon that is put into your stomach and then filled in with saline. It is normally colored, a blue saline solution that is pumped into that silicone to fill your stomach, so that you're not able to eat a lot. Okay. More information on that, I'm going to be sharing it later, but right now that's all I can say about it. I have decided to take the one that sits in for 12 months, and it is because I want a sustainable type of a sustainable solution. This is going to help me make the life changes that I need to make. Again, this is not a quick fix for me. It is a tool that I'm gonna be using. I just need to make sure that this video does not go off. So join me in the next video for part 2. So I have decided to take the 12-month balloon. I am going to be using the one that is the SPATS 3 balloon. There's several, actually. I think there are 2 types of the 12-month one, but I've chosen to do the SPATS 3 mainly because it is a balloon that is adjustable. So that means they start out with a certain amount of saline in the balloon. For when they first do the procedure, you get used to that. It's supposed to help with nausea and all other things, and a bunch of acid reflux, a bunch of other symptoms that you normally get, or side effects that you normally get. It kind of eases on some of it. It doesn't completely take them away, but it eases them. So my decision is to get the gastric balloon, and I'm going to be getting the 1 year or the 12-month gastric balloon, and more specifically I'm gonna be getting the SPATS 3 adjustable gastric balloon. That's a mouthful. The reason is, one, it is adjustable. What does this mean? It means that it can be adjusted up to 3 times. So that means the amount of saline that is put into your balloon can be adjusted. This aids in a sustainable weight loss. It also decreases the amount of side effects that come with having a balloon inserted in your body, in your system. Kind of eases on those. It doesn't take it away, but it eases on those significantly. Thirdly, because like I said, it gives you that sustainable weight loss, and that means when you get to that 6-month hump, where your body starts to acclimatize to the balloon, and maybe you're not losing as much weight as you normally have been, or that you are not, or that you're eating a bit more than you have been previously, then that's a sign that you need to have it readjusted. And that means you just go back to the clinic and they feel a bit more saline to help you in your process. That means that you continue losing weight even after the 6-month mark. The other balloon that can be that can be set in for 12 months, that is not adjustable, I forget what its name is. That one, when you hit the 6-month mark, most people you lose drastically. So for the first 6 months, you lose a lot of weight drastically, which is good. And you also do that with the SPATS 1. But when you reach that 6-month mark, your body starts to acclimatize. It starts getting used to the balloon, having the balloon, and what you now are working with is maintenance. So the last half of the year is maintenance, where you don't see a lot of weight loss, and you also don't see, and you also stall. You stall in your weight loss, and you also maybe start eating a bit more than you normally would, which means that gives that gives explanation as to why you kind of stall in your weight loss. But then it's also supposed to help you, prepare you for its removal, which is the ultimate goal after 12 months. So this is a balloon that is actually very good for someone who wants to lose somewhere between between 10 and 20 kilos, if that's where you are about. This is a very good 25, maybe 10 to 25 kilos. That's a very good balloon to get if that's where you are at. I am looking to lose a bit more than that, and that is why I'm going with the SPATS balloon, because when I hit that 6-month mark, and I maybe start to eat a bit more, or I stall, so that means that in 3 consecutive weeks I do not lose weight, or I even add weight, that I will then go to the clinic and have it readjusted so that I can continue losing up the weight. So you get the benefits of, it's like having 2 6-month balloons without having the procedure done twice again, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, so the placement is not done again. So, and the price is also cheaper. It's only 200 euros to get a refill of the saline. So that's the one I'm going to be doing. As I mentioned in the other video, I don't want you coming at me telling me, oh, this is a quick fix. It is not a quick fix. I want you to understand that this is an informed decision that I have made. So before you make your comments down there, kindly be kind. I am putting this information out there for those people who need it, those people who might be thinking of using this as a tool for them to get themselves stuck, to get themselves unstuck from where they are, like I am feeling. I'm feeling very stuck because I'm not able to exercise to lose the weight that I need to lose to be healthy, because of my knees and because of my feet. So if you're somewhere there where you are experiencing some concerns in your body, but you are thankfully not diabetic or hypertension, or do not have hypertension, even if you're like pre-diabetic, this is a good resource for you. This is a good tool for you to be able to use. Having said that, it is not magic. The balloon is not magic. It is not magic. It is not magic. It is just a tool for you to use to aid you in the changes that you make. So that's another thing that I love about the balloon. Normally when you get a gastric sleeve or a gastric bypass, you are normally having an underlying condition, and that's what they're trying to fix. They're trying to fix the underlying condition. They're trying to fix the diabetes. They're trying to fix the hypertension, to make sure that you kind of live longer. That's what they're doing, prolonging your life. That's what it is. There's not so much focus on the mental bit that comes with eating. Some of us eat because we eat our feelings. And that's one thing that I have realized that I do. I eat my feelings. Again, I've not come to this decision out on a limb like this. I have been talking to a therapist, and it actually got us here. That it was in one of those conversations that I said that I want to be a bit healthier, but I'm feeling stuck. And she asked me a question about how I got here. And in retelling my story, in retelling my journey of how I got here, I realized that I eat my feelings. So there's a mental thing that I need to deal with there. And the balloon helps you do that, because psychologically you're able to see how much food you can put in your stomach, like how much little food you can eat and feel satiated, feel full, that you are good to go, because that balloon is just filling in all that extra space there. While with a sleeve you'd still get the same thing. They're trying to fix other things, so you'd not have the thought of, oh, this balloon will leave my body, or my stomach will be put back into what it was. They've already cut off the percentage of your stomach. So this is a permanent thing. So ideally, you're thinking, so it's very difficult for you to change. And most people have a difficulty in changing their behavior and their relationship with food. But the gastric balloon has actually been shown to be effective for that it helps people change and make them be a bit more mindful in what they eat, what they put in their body, but also to listen to their body. Am I really hungry? Or am I just eating my emotions? And because you cannot eat your emotions, because remember there's a balloon that's in there that's filling up your tummy, you physically cannot eat your emotions, so you have to find another way of processing those emotions, which means that it's a lot of mental work. And I do not suggest doing it without a therapist. Personally, I wouldn't do it, especially if you're like an emotional eater. I would not suggest that you do this without a therapist. It is very important that you have a therapist to help you unpack what it is that you're going through and why it is that you're feeling that way. If you cannot afford a therapist, journaling is a really, really good way of doing so. Just write down how you're feeling, just journal, pour those things out there, and then when you're in a better mood, come back and read and just see if you can process it out. You could also talk to a friend if you have friends that you trust and that are supportive for you in this process. Yeah, so that is the end of part 2. I think the next video will be us getting ready to go in there. Today is actually what? Today is April 11th. So today is April 11th. So I am going to be getting my balloon in a month from today. So on the 11th of May, I am going to have my balloon inserted. I am so excited, but I just wanted to come in here and make these films, of what the journey looks like for me. And might I mention that in all this work, the groundwork that I've been doing in research and all that I have also started becoming a bit mindful in what I eat, but also in listening to my body. Am I hungry? And I'm realizing that most of the time I eat, I'm not really hungry. I'm just, snacking, emotional eating. But anyway, yeah, so I hope that you join me in this journey. This is your invitation to join me in this journey, to encourage me to get inspired, hopefully, and to give you the resources that you need if this is an option that you're thinking of taking, this is a route that you're thinking of taking, this is that resource for you. I'm going to be recording, I'm going to be doing daily records of how I'm feeling, especially in the first days after, from the day of insertion to maybe 7 days, I'm going to be doing a daily I'm going to be coming on here and giving a daily report and an update of how I am feeling, so that you can keep up with the symptoms, you can keep up in how I'm feeling, so that I am that resource for you. So yes, welcome to this journey. Thank you for choosing to walk with me. Drop your comments down there if you're interested in doing this. I will be giving you information about where I go, where I'm going to have it done. Oh yeah, I'm going to have it done in Turkey, by the way. Maybe I'm gonna do a video as to why I'm gonna do that in Turkey. So there's a part 3 to this, why I choose Turkey to do this. Okay, so meet me in part 3, we'll talk about it.